A man would never date you if he didn't find you physically attractive, so you need to stop doing charity work and dating these guys because they're quote unquote nice, because they wouldn't even look at you or bat an eye if they didn't find you physically attractive. Who said that?
Yeah, and I actually agree with some of that. Men shouldn't be dating women that they don't find attractive, and women should be doing that. And you're not doing charity when you date a man you don't find attractive. You're hurting him. Because when you date a man that you find unattractive, that's selfish and dishonest. Because what are you supposed to do throughout that relationship? Be like, "Oh, you look handsome," when you feel like he actually doesn't because you don't find him attractive. Or the other extreme, you never compliment him at all. And then he's in this relationship where he deep down knows that you don't find him attractive because you've never said anything nice about the way he looks. And he could actually be with a woman that actually does find him attractive. And now, does that mean you need to only date models or people that you find drop dead gorgeous? Probably not. Because most of us, especially if we're not that great looking ourselves, we're not going to be able to get someone who's a perfect 10, to be fair. But you should find someone you're like, okay, he's pretty handsome. She's beautiful. She's cute. She's pretty. Also, chances are, if you don't find him attractive in any way, shape, or form, you're probably embarrassed to be seen with him. So this poor guy goes out in public with you and you're secretly like, don't look at me, or, you don't want to tell family and friends because you know that as soon as they see his picture that they're gonna be like, oh, that's him. He's ugly, or something rude like that. And no one deserves to go through that. And then also, I feel like this is a horrible comparison because the majority of men find the majority of women pretty attractive. You don't have to be a model for a man to find you attractive. You can be average or even sometimes pretty below average, and he might see you and be like, wow, she's really pretty. She has really pretty eyes. She has really pretty hair. I like her. I want to be around her. And then also your personality weighs heavily into this. If you're a woman that's maybe well below average and you have a great, wonderful, soft, kind personality, oftentimes men will get to know you and your attractiveness level will skyrocket, and he'll find you more and more beautiful every day because you're a good overall person. And now, does that mean you shouldn't try to put some effort into your appearance? No, you shouldn't let yourself go. You should try to put your best foot forward. But some of us aren't blessed with the most perfect symmetrical facial features. Some of us have, a funny shaped, features. I don't want to go into too much detail and put anybody down. But we often are aware of some of our best traits and some of our traits that maybe aren't so good. So of course you can put your best foot forward. I've noticed some of the women that they're upset on social media because they feel like they're unattractive. They're actually really pretty women, and all they maybe need is maybe just a little bit of mascara, maybe a little blush, maybe some lip gloss. I mean, I know I need that 24/7, but yeah, like again, there's, especially as a woman, we have options to make ourselves look better. So again, your appearance, but also your personality matters into your appearance. Went off on a huge tangent there. Also, it's very dehumanizing if you're a man and a woman is only dating you out of pity. Like, men don't want that. They would rather just be single and hang out with their friends. So if you don't find him attractive, do not date him. It's that simple. And don't think of yourself as like some sort of god because you're dating a man you don't know. What you're doing is gross. It's wrong. And no, I don't think you're actually doing charity work, because what I've noticed is the women that do this, they do this to get like moral credit, because then they think, oh, he's lucky he's with me. And you remind him of that daily, even if you don't directly say that. It's in how you carry yourself, your entitlement, your actions, and he can sense that. So, no, he is punished daily for this. It's not charity work. Also, he can tell that you're just enjoying the attention and the validation you get from him because he has to be over the top, like, oh, you're so hot. Oh, you're so pretty. Constantly, because otherwise you'll remind him that I could do better than you. I deserve better. You would be single if it wasn't for me. Yeah. Well, with how much you interrupt his peace, he probably would rather be single.